Previously, we got rolling on the Yamaha Radian build by doing a light teardown, getting rid of everything that we're not going to use, and then working to actually get a GSXR front end fitted to this thing. In this episode, however, we're going to work on the back of the bike as we want to convert this thing to a Monoshock, so step one is a swing arm swap. There's random shocks from the parts bin.
Yep.
I think they're XS400 shocks, maybe? I don't even remember.
Fit perfect.
Just on there. Woo. Yeah. Oops. Now the real question. Pivot width should be close. Huh. Big difference. Big difference. So what are we gonna do? What's the plan?
Pull the engine so we can cut down these two tabs without hitting the crankcase, because we need to fit our swing arm in and it's too wide right now.
Okay.
Feet off that first time.
It's gonna mess it up. I never really looked at this. All right, so Colton's getting ready to cut this thing up. Any spot I have yellow paint needs to be removed. So I think for this, primarily going to be using air. And for that, I have my trusty die grinder. I've had this longer than you've been alive, Colton. So I'm trying out some Amsoil air tool oil, which is pretty cool. But that's how this thing stays alive. Let's get to cutting.
Boom.
Okay, we gotta get the swing arm on that frame. So our biggest hurdle is obviously the pivot width here. So this is an FJ600 Swingarm. Per the internet, it was supposed to be a little bit narrower, but we're not gonna let that stop us. So what we need to do is, instead of narrowing the swing arm, I wanna widen the frame. And we need to go approximately a ½ inch. Maybe a little less. Now, I don't have access to like a mill or anything like that, so the way we need to do this is gonna be a little bit kind of shade tree, but I think it's gonna work. So first, what we need to do, if you look in here, there's like kind of like an outer washer area. What I wanna do is we'll take like the Sawzall or something, we'll do a rough cut, get rid of that on both sides. And then what we need to do, or the biggest challenge here, is actually having these things faced in a way that's like square to the actual pivot of the swing arm. So for that, I got a little, I got an idea. So these are the wrong tools for the job, but I hope they work. So right here, we got a wood router, okay? So this is something that had a large enough diameter here to cut a flat face. Plus it has, of course, a little bearing to keep it centered. So to drive it, I have a regular just extension. I just did a couple welds to. We have 2 of those because we want to drive it from the other side. Now to keep this whole situation squared away, I did a couple Delrin inserts here. So this one is meant for the outside or for your work side. And so it centers itself on that bearing. So we insert this in the frame on our pivot. And then we take this other side, go right there. We take our furthest extension, we put it through. We take this guy, push it into there, and then we couple them. And whenever we go to use the drill on this thing, it's gonna cut it more square than I think we could by hand. So is it gonna be perfect? You know what, maybe. we're gonna try to do our best, but I think this is a cool solution. We're gonna try it out. You know, we're problem solving. So now we're gonna go ahead and get the Sawzall out. We'll do our initial cut, and then see if this thing works. All right, these pieces are looking pretty good. So now we need to put my tool to the test. So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna color in this, the metal part here that we cut to see how well the cutter cuts into it and where the witness mark is and not.
Yeah, that's the goal. So we're gonna make sure like we're going only as far as we need to make sure it's a uniform surface.
Exactly.
You know, I actually have a marking die just for this. That'd be way cooler to use.
It would be, that's true.
There you go.
Boom.
Really not pushing hard.
Wow.
This actually works really good. Looks like it. Like that cuts beautifully. This might be my greatest idea ever.
This is beautiful.
The shadings are nice. It's awesome.
Dude,
That's so awesome.
it looks perfect. It literally looks perfect.
Okay, maybe the best idea ever.
These will be on the website.
Yeah. A wood router bit. That worked way better than I thought it was going to.
And way faster.
Yeah, that was just like...
And done.
Okay.
You can do this to all your bikes. Let's swap out every.
Oh, I'm holding on to that.
Every single one. From this side?
Is fine.
Okay. This. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, I was pushing against you.
That's so cool.
It's working perfect.
It is.
That is working superbly. Oof, we're close. Keep going. I don't see an issue here.
All right.
Just little by little. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's see where that leaves us. I think we're on the money.
Shall we give it a shot?
I think we shall.
Here we go.
Oh, I know this cap's not on all the way.
Yep. There we go. Oh, it's so close.
I bet it'll fit. Like we want it a little snug. It's so close. It's like so close. Well, then we just go a little further.
Just a slight bit further.
Okay.
Better of that than a little wiggle wiggle.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we want. We're gonna creep up on it.
All right, take two.
Second test fit. Ooh, I think it's gonna. So close. Okay. Okay.
Another 5 seconds.
Third tries a charm or something like that. Oh, come on, it has to fit. It's so close. All right, so we need like
Going.
3.6 more seconds.
3.6 more seconds.
Okay.
All right. Take 5. It's very close.
We're close. Wait, how many tries?
First
First try.
promise. Oh, look at that.
Oh, you went through it.
That's too far now.
Oh. All right, so the bolt will feed in from your side.
Okay.
There it is.
Boom. It's in.
So this is the factory Radian swing arm bolt, unmodified XJ swing arm, slightly widened. Oh, man, that is awesome. So they're just up the road.
All right. currently. I'm in the shop alone. BJ left to go get packages. So it's just me and 50 motorcycles. So I think what we're gonna do is, how do I phrase this? We're gonna figure out what bike works best in 6th gear. So yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Right now, we're cutting off these steering stems here, so when I turn, I can actually not hit anything on the stem there. But yeah, there we go. All right. G-O-N-E. Gone.
Okay, FJ Swingarm is at least bolted on. We have our lower linkage, and so we got to mock that up. We're probably going to use this like R6 shock or something. We have the front end getting there, pretty dialed. Cut off the steering stops that were located here. Re-drilled from the boss down below. Tapped it for an 8 mil, and it works perfect for the factory steering stop. Nice. Other than that, we have an FJ600 rear wheel, which is also a 16 to match the original. The goal is to get this to fit the FJ600 Swingarm. So I'm gonna have to do some machining and all kinds of stuff, but the goal is to get that on there, convert it to disc, and that would be cool. Worst case scenario, we just use the stock rear wheel and it'll look totally sweet on there. Anyway, one last little thing for progress this week. Got our factory front wheel, and we have some R1 rotors. So those will bolt on. 310 mil versus the 276. And then we're probably gonna have to space them out to work with the radial mount calipers, but that's gonna get us a lot closer. Anyway, hope you guys like this one. Super fun build series. I'll try to just keep you guys updated with like what we accomplished this week, and we'll see where it goes. But anyway, check some other videos out on the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.